Today we are in beautiful Coron, which is part of the island of the Palawan Island in the Philippine Islands. Much thanks to the Tropicasa Hotel, where I've been staying here for the past few days, for letting me film here, and you can see beautiful Coron Bay here, right? So anyway, today's going to be a bit of a restorative practice, a gentle practice. So coming onto your mat and into Shavasana. So for Shavasana, as per the usual, right, you can be laying down on your mat, legs long, arms to the side, feet to the edges of your mat, or maybe knees bent, feet to the edge of your mat, knees together, whatever appeals to you. And coming into your practice, maybe closing your eyes, taking a soft gaze, or staring at a spot that does not move. And begin by taking deep inhales to the nose and deep exhales to the nose, grounding, settling, letting go of everything that's happened in the last 24 hours, letting go of everything that's on your list of things to do. Have the next 45 minutes be about what you need for yourself, being in the moment. And for the next several moments, turning your intention inward. And bringing awareness back to your body, taking some small movements, maybe opening your eyes, and then bringing your knees into your chest, giving a nice squeeze to your knees, maybe bringing your chin or your nose towards your knees, nice squeeze in the lower back, feeling the lower back, stretching through the lower back, and then maybe making circles with your knees on the ceiling, warming up, first in one direction, and then the other direction. And coming to stillness, letting the left leg go long, and then bringing the right knee into the chest. Better under the knee, but sometimes, again, being careful not to hyperextend the knee. You get a better stretch here, and then maybe gently making small movements with the knee right and left. Letting the right go long, bringing the left into the chest. And then making small movements, maybe circles, whatever feels good to you. Remember, your practice, if it feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, please don't do it. And then coming to stillness, knees bent on the mat, arms out to the side, knees into the chest, and then gently allowing the knees to fall to the right, and gaze over the extended left arm, being extremely gentle here. This is still warm-ups. And knees back to the center. Let the knees fall to the left. Gaze is over the extended right arm, making sure you keep your right shoulder blade on the mat. Just warming up. And knees back to center, feet on the mat, rolling over to the right side. Pushing yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Legs are extended on the mat, palms by your side for Dandasana or staff pose. Maybe curling your toes towards you for more sensation. Just getting the back as straight. Aligning your spine. Back is straight, spine is long. And then arms overhead and just gently folding forward, keeping your back straight. And again, just a gentle forward fold, hands to shins or ankles, just warming up. And back to center, hands by your side, and then swinging your legs around into a tabletop position. And from tabletop, cat-cows. So in the inhale, head up, tail up, drop the belly. Exhale, round your back like an angry cat. Chin to chest. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And continuing with the rhythm of your own breath. About 10 cat cows here. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Hopefully that street noise isn't too loud. But this is the way it goes. But look at that view. View's hard to beat from the 4th floor of the Tropicasa Hotel in beautiful downtown Coron. All right, coming to stillness. And then extending the right leg, the left leg, elbows in, chest and chin to the mat. Forearms in front into Sphinx pose. So again, elbows directly underneath shoulders or allowing the forearms to come forward for less sensation. Directly underneath the shoulders for maximum sensation, engaging the glutes. Gaze is right in front, like in between your hands, not straining the neck. And breathing here, inhaling and exhaling, feeling a nice stretch in the lower back. A few more deep inhales and deep exhales. And one palm over the other. Option to rest your chin or a cheek on your hands. Maybe windshield wipering the hips. Little baby back bend there, just let it settle in. Palms underneath your shoulders, pushing yourself up to a tabletop. Knees wide on the mat, big toes together, sitting back into into a child's pose. Forehead to the mat. For more sensation, you could bring your chin to the mat. For something more restorative, you could bring your palms to your heels. And if child's pose is not appropriate for you, maybe puppy pose. So puppy pose. Knees are more hip width distance. Hips are over your knees. And then just bringing your forehead to the mat for puppy. And again, if you have knee issues, maybe folding your mat to make more padding. Inhaling and exhaling in whatever version of child or puppy. And coming back to a tabletop. Curling your toes under, sending your hips to the sky. For your first downward facing dog. Or option always to stay in table. If you're in table, maybe bird dog, maybe taking hip circles, maybe some more cat cows. From downward facing dog, maybe pedaling out your dog. So hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width distance apart. And coming to stillness. And looking up between your palms. And taking baby steps forward. Into a forward fold. So knees can be bent a little or a lot. And maybe your fingertips come to the mat. Maybe they don't. That is okay. And then inhale, halfway lift, palms to your shins or thighs, as long as your back is straight. That doesn't mean it has to be parallel to the mat. It just means it needs to be straight, not a bow. Hopefully I'm not rounding my shoulders. Exhale, forward fold, and then maybe ragdoll or dangling pose, hand to elbow. Bending your knees a lot, letting your torso rest on your knees. Staying here or taking small movements side to side. Nodding your head yes, nodding your head no. And coming to stillness, bending your knees a lot. Palms to your thighs, pushing yourself all the way up into a mountain pose. And so for mountain, standing straight, maybe rocking back and forth on your feet, getting your sense of balance. Feet hip-width distance apart. Knees are over ankles, hips are over knees, shoulders over hips. Gaze is straight ahead, chin parallel to the mat. And we'll take a few half sun salutations. So inhale, raising your arms to the sky, gaze is straight ahead, palms apart. Exhale, fold forward over bent knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Spine is straight, palms to your shins or thighs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees. Reverse your swan dive, raising your arms to the sky, gaze straight ahead, palms apart. Exhale, mountain. On the next inhale, looking up to join palms is an option. Maybe taking a baby back bend or sticking with palms apart, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, fold forward. Palms through heart center into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Back is straight. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees. Raising your arms to the sky, gaze straight ahead, palms apart, or looking up to join palms, maybe a baby back bend. Exhale, mountain. One more time. Inhale, raising your arms overhead, gaze straight ahead, palms apart, or looking up to join palms, maybe a baby back bend. Exhale, fold forward, palms through heart center. Into a forward fold, at least a micro bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is straight. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Raising your arms to the sky, gaze straight ahead, palms apart, or looking up to join palms. Maybe a baby back bend. And exhale, mountain. And a breath or two here in mountain. And then step back with the right foot, turning your toes to the long edge of the mat so you're facing me. Arms out to the side. So feet pretty much underneath, directly underneath your ankles. And then turning the right foot 90 degrees, back foot in 5 degrees. Back hand on the back hip. Hinge forward, front palm to front shin. Pull the back hip open, leaving the back hand on the back hip, or option to raise the back arm to the sky. I'm competing with the noise. Staying here, or option to look up into the raised palm for your triangle pose. And deep inhales and deep exhales for another few breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale all the way up, toes towards me, hands on your hips. So again, ankles are directly underneath the wrists, palms to your thighs. Inhale, look up, open the chest. Nice chest opening, nice baby back bend. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips to the mat. For your spine is straight for your halfway lift. And then exhale, bringing your palms to the mat, align with your feet, crown of the head towards the mat for wide leg forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. And breathing here. Deep inhales and deep exhales. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your hips. Inhaling all the way up, arms out to the side, left foot 90 degrees, back foot 5 degrees, back hand on the back hip, folding forward, left palm to left shin, pull the back hip open. Every time I do triangle pose, the motorcycles go by. Leaving your back arm on your back hip or raising your arm to the sky. And breathing here. We'll see how well the noise cancellation works on this microphone. Hopefully y'all are saying, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't hear anything. It's loud where I am, right next to the street. This is the best I could do. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, gaze straight ahead or into the raised palm. And inhaling all the way up. Turning your toes towards me. Hands to your hips. This time, option to interlace your hands or hand to elbow. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward, crown your head towards the mat, and then bringing your interlaced fingers or interlocked elbows towards me for wide leg forward fold with this modification. So feeling the nice stretch in through the lower back, the adductors, and now the shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling. And then inhaling all the way up. Hands to your hips. And then stepping to the front of your mat for a couple breaths here. And then stepping back with the left. Bending the right knee, hands on your hips. Raising your arms to the sky for warrior one on the right side. Inhaling and exhaling. So right knee is over right ankle, back leg is strong. Inhaling and exhaling. And then now bring your hands to heart center, and then just do a 180. So now your left knee is forward. Raising your arms to the sky. For warrior one on the other side. Inhaling and exhaling for another couple breaths here. Hands to heart center. Then stepping to the top of your mat. And then stepping again back with this time the right foot facing me. Arms out to the side. Right knee over right ankle. Bending the right knee into warrior two. And breathing here. So front knee over front ankle, back leg is strong, torso is straight, back arm is straight and strong, gaze is over the front fingertips. Inhaling and exhaling for another couple breaths here. Back hand to back hip, front forearm to front thigh, pull the back hip open. So extended side angle. This front hand is just for balance. Staying here, again, top shoulder over bottom shoulder, or option to raise the top arm. So top arm over top ear and breathing here, gaze straight ahead or into the raised palm. Inhaling and exhaling for a couple breaths here. Inhaling. Back to warrior two, straighten the front leg, toes to the long end of the mat, and then left foot 90 degrees, back foot 5 degrees, and bending the front knee or left knee over front ankle and checking in. So front knee over front ankle, back leg is strong, heels are in one line, back arm is strong, torso is straight, gaze over the front fingertips. And breathing. Your warrior two. Inhaling and exhaling for a couple breaths here. Front forearm Put your front thigh back, hand to back thigh. Open the chest, top shoulder over bottom shoulder, and then option to extend the back arm over the top ear, gaze straight ahead or into the raised palm. And breathing here. Feel the nice opening through the chest, nice opening through the entire right side of your body. Deep inhales and deep exhales. For another couple breaths. Inhale back to warrior two. Then extend your front leg, toes towards me, hands on your hips, and step to the top of your mat. Okay, we'll come to seated, so make your way to seated any way you would like, or following me with a flow. So inhale, raising your arms overhead, gaze straight ahead, palms apart, or looking up to join palms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to the mat. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back. Knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale, half cobra. Exhale, chin to the mat. Through tabletop, knees wide on the mat, big toes together, and sitting back into a child's pose, or if it's more appropriate for you, a puppy pose. And breathing here. Maybe your forehead's to the mat. Again, now that you're warmed up, maybe chin to the mat for more sensation. For something more restorative, again, you can bring your hands to your heels. Or, for the sensation, extended arms. And inhale, back to table, and then stepping through, coming into a seated position. Hands by your side for Dandasana. And then bending your knees and laying down on your back. Bending your knees, hands underneath your knees to gently come down onto your back. Knees are bent. So bridge pose, my feet are flat on the mat, knees are bent, hands by your side. And then on the inhale, sending your hips to the sky, staying here, or option to interlace your fingers, rolling your shoulders underneath. You can get a little more extension this way. Pushing with your thighs, pushing your chest towards your chin, and breathing. Deep inhales and deep exhales. And release and returning your hips to the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Knees into chest. And taking a nice squeeze and giving your back a massage by taking knee circles on the ceiling. First in one direction and the other direction. Feet back to the mat. And figure four. So stretching our upper hamstrings. If you absolutely love pigeon, feel free to take pigeon. Okay, if that's in your practice. Otherwise, right ankle over left thigh. And if this is enough sensation for you, stay here. Or reaching through the floor, grasping the back of the left knee, head back on the mat, and then gently pulling the left knee towards the chest, feeling a glorious opening in through the right hip, particularly the upper hamstring. And we'll take About 5 deep inhales and 5 deep exhales here. So try to be here for a minute or so-ish. Maybe that's more breaths for you. Maybe that's more like 8 breaths, maybe. So let's say 8 to 10 breaths. I'm amending my instructions. So the yoga teacher has the option of changing his mind on the number of breaths in the middle of the pose. You know why? Because you get to do whatever you want to do anyway. Deep inhales, deep exhales, and releasing. If you're ready, if you're not, feel free to stay. Right foot to the mat, left ankle over right thigh. Again, if this is enough, great, stay here. Otherwise, reaching through the floor, once again, grasping the back of the right leg, laying your head back down on the mat and gently pulling the right knee towards the chest. And what you will probably find, what you probably already knew, what you'll probably reconfirm is that one side is so much tighter than the other. And that's okay. That's completely normal. And breathing. So let's say 8 to 10 breaths here. And releasing. Again, both knees into the chest, taking some more knee circles. And coming to stillness. So arms out to the side, knees over the chest, and allowing both knees to fall to the right, or option B, extending the right leg, right palm grasping the outside of the left knee, and then pulling the left leg to the right. Gaze is over the extended left arm, keeping your left shoulder blade on the mat, and breathing here. Reminder that the closer the knee is to the chest, the more sensation you will feel. Further away, less sensation. And you regulate the amount of sensation you want to feel because this is your practice. Deep inhales and deep exhales. And head to neutral, and both knees to neutral, both arms out to the side, and again, allowing both knees to fall to the left, or option B, extend the left leg, left palm the outside of the right knee, pulling the right leg to the left, and gaze is over the extended right arm, keeping the right shoulder blade on the mat, and deep inhales and deep exhales here. head to neutral, and feet or knees are bent, feet flat on the mat, and coming into your version of Shavasana, either knees bent together or legs fully extended. Arms by your side, palms up, soft gaze, close your eyes or staring at a spot on the ceiling. And relaxing from head to toe for the next several moments. And bringing awareness back to your body, taking small movements with your fingers and toes, your hands and feet, maybe moving your head from side to side. And bringing your head to neutral, pointing your toes, extending your arms overhead with a deep inhale for a full body stretch. Exhale, bringing your knees into your chest. Give them a nice squeeze. Maybe taking some circles with your knees again, giving one more massage to the lower back, then rolling over to your right or left side, and coming up, joining me in a comfortable seated position for our pranayama. So pranayama today will be getting out of the sun, hope you don't mind. Pranayama today will be Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, and again, to recap, so the yogis believe there's about 72 energy channels in the brain. We have a right and left sides or hemispheres. And so Nadi Shodhana balances the energy between the halves of the energy channels. And it can help bring calmness, reduce tension, reduce anxiety, and again, bring balance to our life. There are no contraindications, so you can do Nadi Shodhana any time of the day. And again, there's no maladies that would prevent you from doing it. So to do Nadi Shodhana, again, we're going to use our right hand. There's two ways to do it, but either way, we're going to be using our right thumb and right ring finger. Right thumb to close the right nostril, and the right ring finger to close the left nostril. The other way is you can put your middle finger and your index finger on your third eye, and again, use the right thumb on the right nostril and the right index finger on the left nostril. You can hold your elbow if you get tired. So we'll inhale for 5 breaths through the left nostril and exhale for 5 breaths out of the right nostril. And we'll repeat that. I will call each breath, and we'll do 5 rounds. So, starting position, closing the right nostril. Inhale left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close left. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close right, exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's one round. We'll do 4 more. Inhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Inhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Return your hands to your lap or wherever, neutral position. Maybe gently closing your eyes, just letting the work settle. And so for today's guided meditation, we'll do an auditory meditation because it is so loud here. It's really the only meditation that I think is appropriate, but it's actually good practice, right? So the purpose of these meditations is to allow us to actually block out sounds. So in this meditation, we're going to focus on sounds, but it's just training our brain to really isolate sounds. And then ultimately, we'll be able to really essentially ignore them, right? Because there is no such thing as perfect quietness. There's always going to be sound. So we need to train our brains to deal with it. So coming into your comfortable position, maybe it's seated, maybe it's in a chair, back up against the couch, maybe it's lying down. Whatever it takes so that you're not distracted by, tight hips, distracting you from your meditation. So again, whatever that is for you. And then from your comfortable position, gently closing your eyes, taking a soft gaze, or staring at a spot that doesn't move while the construction workers yell. And begin by taking deep inhales through the nose and deep exhales through the nose. Grounding, centering. Relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Separate your teeth. Your back is straight. Your spine is long. Hands in whatever comfortable position is good for you. Focusing on your normal breathing. And then coming into awareness with the sounds that are closest to you. So if you're indoors, all the sounds that are in the room that you're in. And if you're outdoors, just your immediate surrounding, let's call it 5 to 10 meters, just your immediate surrounding, right? And so trying to isolate and just identify all the sounds that are in your immediate vicinity, the same room or the 5 to 10 meters. And not dwelling on any of those sounds. But just noticing and observing. Again, with our meditation, we're observing. Any other sounds, try to not observe them right now. And so spend the next few moments, turn your attention inward, and focusing on the sounds in our immediate vicinity, the same room, or if you're outdoors like me, say 5 to 10 meters. And now going the next level from the room that you're in to any adjacent room. Maybe if you're in an apartment building, it would be another room in your apartment, or maybe the hallway or another apartment if you have an adjoining wall. And if you're outside like I am, the next distance would be, let's say 10 to 50 meters away. And then just seeing if you can identify, just again, taking a survey and just identifying all the sounds that are in that intermediate distance. And now going the longest distance that you can hear sounds, as far as you can. Maybe it's an airport way off in the distance or a highway. Certainly, if you're inside of a building, it's outside the building and as far as you can. Here I can hear a rooster crowing. So whatever that is, so beyond 100 meters, and just take inventory of sounds, observe the sounds, and see the furthest sounds you can hear beyond 100 meters, starting at 100 meters if that's possible, and then as far as you can. Turn your attention inward for the next several moments. And then bringing your attention from your further sound to intermediate, and then coming all the way back to your immediate vicinity and maybe into your own body. Any sounds you can hear, digestive noises, maybe your heartbeat if it's quiet enough. And taking some deep inhales and deep exhales, bringing awareness back to your body. And gently opening your eyes. And we'll end our class by taking a deep inhale together and looking up to join palms. Exhale, palms to heart center, and we end with our greeting of Namaste.